kind of be aware. But we're gonna surprise a lot of our people when you see Rayo's improvements. His boxing has improved. His confidence has improved. And you saw a little bit of that in this last fight when he beat Pitbull. Not many people believe Rayo could box.
Yeah, hopefully he be there too.
Now you're gonna see other adjustments being made, and you're gonna see Rayo perform. And again, can't take anything from Russell. Russell's very talented and very powerful too. 17 knockouts and 17 wins. So you gotta keep that in mind. But Rayo's skills again have improved significantly.
So if Rayo's successful, do you see him going into a unification with Hitchens, Tio? How do you see him?
That's what everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see champion versus champion, and those are very likely possibilities for Rayo. I mean, Rayo's here, ready to prove to everyone that he's a world champion, for a reason, and those big fights will continue to solidify him as one of the best in the division.
Hey, Mikey, main event. We're talking about the main event. How do you see this fight going with Lamar Roach, Gervonta Davis? And it's fighting very simple. You've been in the ring and you have to go up on weight to face somebody. Lamar Roach is going up on weight for this fight, and the critics keep on saying that could be disadvantage for him going to this fight. What do you think about that?
I think it's a good matchup, though. I mean, it is interesting to see when a fighter moves up in weight class. Can he carry the power? Can he carry the speed? Carry all his fundamentals? But that's what makes it a good matchup, an interesting matchup. I still think Tank is the favorite for a reason, being that he's been in the division the longest. He's carried his power. He's carried his speed. He's very, very methodical, very patient. Takes his time, but when he lands, that power is significant. So I'm still thinking and picking Tank for the win.
By knockout or by all 12?
I think he gets a stoppage. I think it's a stoppage.
Last one for me, Mikey. Just want to pick your brain again. At Canelo Crawford, I know you've always been very talkative about every fight coming up.
Sure.
What do you think about that fight overall and Crawford going up 3 weight classes again? The same topic that I just brought up right now.
Crawford is super talented. One of the most talented fighters that I've seen, right? And I've always been a fan of Crawford too. I think size does matter at that point, because you saw a little bit already when he fought Madrimov in his last one. Quite wasn't the Crawford that we are used to seeing. Now jumping up 2 extra weight classes, I think it's gonna be a big challenge. But I mean, at the end of the night, they're both winning. They're both going home with bags full of money, bro. So at the end of the day, I mean, that's all that matters. You're gonna go face against your biggest challenge, but you walk away with all that money and just the experience of being there. That's a win in itself.
And from the outside looking in, what advice can you give Crawford that gave him the route to victory against Canelo?
I'd say box. Don't try to measure yourself in strength and size when you're fighting Canelo. I'd actually like to see him lighter. Don't try to be as strong as Canelo. Box. Be elusive, big. Be fast, and use your experience like that. Turn southpaw and back to right and confuse Canelo. That's what you got going for you. Now Canelo, the other way around. Use the size, fighting combinations. Pressure. Use the advantage of being heavier. All night. Use your power again. And that's kind of what Canelo has to do.
Your reaction to Virgil Ortiz and how he performed.
I think that's a great win, man. He's proving to everyone fight after fight that he is a top champion for a reason. His last fight, it was first 4 rounds maybe a little tricky because the guy kept moving around plenty, but eventually Virgil's power and size took over, and you saw the difference. You saw the difference in size, power, and tiring out his opponent, and eventually just taking over. To the point where he hurt him a few times, and Madrimov had to almost kind of smother Ortiz in a little bit just to survive. So Ortiz showed that. That's why he's who he is.
Anybody's next for him? Who do you think?
Let me walk over.
Mikey, thank you for your time.
Who's sure? Well,
Who's next? Who's next for him? Anybody you have in mind?
Anybody at the division, you know.
Thank you guys.
Sure.